It's me, Nancy, today. I didn't put any ashes on this part of the deck, so it's a little riskier to walk on it. Okay, I'll just get down here to the bottom area. Okay, so I have something exciting. So remember, I have my new idea that I live on a houseboat. This is a houseboat, and down there is the water, and there's a huge wave coming at us. This is kind of a dangerous place to stand. It's very interesting. It's always the present, and it's always looking just like that. Anyway, so there would, of course, be dolphins swimming alongside the boat, right? So I want to make dolphins out of willow. I think that's going to be good. I have to figure out how to do the nose. Like how do you I guess you just bend them all. That's it. Well, that was easy. Okay. So today I thought I would start with making my first sign. It's the name of the houseboat. It's called Forgetful Bliss. And it's going to be welcome to Forgetful Bliss, the place we call home. No, our houseboat. Watch your step. Deck may be wet. Watch for deck slippery when wet. There. And the ramp is going to be the gangway. So I'll have to have a sign that says gangway. Otherwise, nobody will play my game. And it'll just be me, an old crazy lady with her pretend world that she lives in, and it's okay because everybody just thinks I'm crazy. I got them all fooled. Oh, but it's wonderful. Ain't it great to be crazy? Ain't it great to be crazy? Silly and foolish all day long. Boom, boom, ain't it great to be crazy? So as you can see now, maybe it's perhaps this is the water and we're on the edge of a wave. Or perhaps it's actually the bow of the boat. This is the bow, the white, and it just comes all the way around the bow of the boat, and she's going right through the trees. We're headed that way, but it looks pretty clear sailing out there afterwards. It looks like it's probably, but this has been one rough ride on this side of the boat. I must say, we've got all of our supplies on the boat. It's great. It's the best boat ever. So, should I walk around? Let's just do this. All right. So, I have to make sure I don't fall down. That's more important than anything. There, I put ashes on this, so that's nice and strong. So I won't go out there because the snow's too deep and it's very sharp on the top edge. This is the mascot. You found me again. Yes, you did. Wasn't it fun to have a cat? He follows you around. Really cool. But it takes him a while before he realizes I've gone, and then he comes to find me. It's really cool. Where are you headed? Up on the rooftop. Click, click, click. Down through the chimney with old Saint Nick. Whoa, you see him bound across. So anyway, the captain's deck quarters are down there. And this should be, I guess, the captain's watch. Perhaps. And up there is the helm. That's the bridge. That whole upper layer. That's the bridge, and this is the helm. And it's a fancy design. Go ahead and do it. I'm looking up there. Go ahead. You can do it. Wow. And you wouldn't be up there except my attention is up there. What a strange animal. I'm a pie here, Anyway, so So we've got some rough waves happening right beside us, and these are not nearly as bad as those waves out down there. And now, of course, out the back of the boat, this is an extension on the boat that sticks out over like that. It can be brought in. You know, it makes it easier if you're going to walk the plank. So here's the bow. No, the stern. This is the back of the boat. And these are the paddles. These stairs, you know, they go around and around like a paddle boat. And the garden beds, those are the wake. And so somewhere where that table is and the pumpkin on top of it, that's going to be, see, it's a perfect spot to go water skiing, don't you think? I mean, you got your rope tied to here, right, the back of the boat, tied out to you out there. Maybe she should be made out of willow. I got a lot of willow, yeah. And there's a whole bunch I haven't cut. It overwhelms me to think about, but we mustn't think that. No, it's all is well. So out here, it's kind of noisy out here. There's a lot of going on. We do carry a trampoline behind the boat. And as you can see, it's a diving trampoline. Yes, you get up on it and you dive through. And not everybody's got one. They're hard to find. Yeah, I was pretty lucky. And over here, we've got other waves. We've got some debris in the ocean. You know, you have to be careful of some of that stuff. But that's where we've come from. And this is as far as the houseboat is now. This is the cabin. And this is the deck. We're on deck. I think this might be starboard. I'm going to figure it out and I'll put a sign up so everyone knows. And this is the gangway. There'll be a sign here to let everyone know. And as you come up the gangway, like Forgetful Bliss houseboat. Forgetful Bliss houseboat. What do you think? Oh, I have to show you this. So, we're going by an island right here. Or maybe this island is on board. I think so. I think we've got our own supply of trees on board. Yeah, in case we need wood. In case we're playing Minecraft and we're out of wood. But look at what's shooting up out of the water over here. Oh my gosh. Can you believe it? It's a shark. It's a white shark. A great white. Or maybe it's a swordfish. But it's enormous, don't you think? It's got his mouth wide open. Well, he's rather... I haven't been coming on this side of the boat lately. But, you know, soon I expect that there'll be nets hanging over the rails. And this, of course, is another gangway, or maybe not. Maybe this is another motor that with the propellers moving. And maybe it sucked him in. See, this is a special boat. You can change it, and instead of having to head that way down the valley, you can instead turn these on, and then you can go that way. Now, there will be, of course, the life jackets hanging up here, and we'll need a big round orange thing, a wreath, an orange wreath. And we'll need some of those white buoy things to hang off of here. And maybe the kayak should be hung here too. You know, it needs to appear like a boat. And at the moment, it really looks like a boat, does it? Hi! Look, there's the captain. Aye, aye, Captain. Now, if you were imagining that we are in the ocean, you can imagine away the trees, or you can organize them differently. With your imagination, you can do everything. Look at these tops that are all going straight up on the pear tree. This is February now. This is when I'm supposed to prune my trees. You know what I'd like to do with those? I'd like to just lean them down. But those are suckers. And a bird needs to be able to fly through. You're always supposed to take the suckers off. Or maybe I'll just leave them there and I will make them into the new treetop. I'll bend them, I'll hang a rock on each one. Can you see what I'm talking about? These. These are coming out of the top of the pear tree. Ta-da! If you put comfrey all around the bottom of your fruit trees, it will make them grow really well. Anyway, so if I could bend them, I could cut out some and I'll bend the biggest ones down, and then I'll cut the rest. Right? You don't want things going up or in, you want them all going out. So I could cut them if they've got a little fork in them. And if I cut them now, they will get forks in them because this is before the growth starts. Oh well, look at this, it's almost a sunny day. It was a sunny day, all the birdies in the sky. Hi, Alex G. All the people passing by heard their songs on the radio. It was a sunny day, all the birdies in the air, all the people everywhere heard the song on the radio. Look at this. I put these outside. I was going to ask Daniel to put them in here. But of course, I always think he's too busy. I better leave him alone. And the raccoon came last night. But luckily, I sleep right there. And I opened the door and I scared him away. Twice. So, so I am going to try and I'm going to try and film this from above. Oops. Is that going to work? So what I'll do is I'll have my router, and I'll be using it here. But I have to get this stuff off of it first. And it is now -2 or 30 degrees, about 29. This is how you remove ice from your work surface. How to take snow off of your work surface? Don't you feel you're using your time so wisely? All right, that's enough of that banging and making a lot of noise. Now, if there's somebody that's not here at this party and you think they should be here, you just give them a heads up. All right, enough of that now. Now we shall take this board. This is a very thick board, though. I don't know if I should be using such thick boards. That's really a thick 1 inch. Let's see if I can get a thinner 1 inch board. Oh yeah, this is much thinner. Okay. I'm glad I checked. There. Oh, look at that. Where's the beginning? Here. I'm going to begin over here, though, so I'm going to have to move it. I have to plug this in. I think my hands are cold. So, well, this is going to plug in over here, I guess. Okay, there we go. Are you still there? You are. Oh, when I'm using this, you'll be right on top of it. And I don't think this is going to move. This is in here pretty solidly. But I guess I will do this thing to it. I'm not sure that is going to go big enough. Yes, it will. Okay. Now she's about as secure as I can expect. Okay, so now my hands are cold and I think it's time to go back inside. So, you like my houseboat idea? I'm more fun when I'm not cold. I am. I'm a fun grandma. I have lots of fun with my grandchildren. But they are much too civilized for me. Hey, guess what? I'm the only one in this house. I'm home alone. Wow. Wow, that's cool. I haven't been home alone in a long time. Well, let's just do what I do when I'm home alone. A lovely day. Look at this bag of peanuts. My son feeds the squirrels, and so he gave it to us. But I'm not going to feed it to the squirrels. I've been sitting there eating raw peanuts. And if you get a rotten one, you know what a rotten peanut is. Why does somebody else have to sort these for me? Anyway, so I've been eating them. Gotta get my coat off. There we go. So you see we did some tie-dyeing, which is not my idea of tie-dyeing actually, but it's not up to me. The world has moved on. I stayed in a different place. So this is it. It's called tie-dye. So you tie up your fabric like you normally would, and then instead of putting it in a vat of water of liquid dye, you instead spray this on in little lines. So you're drawing it. So it ends up a lot of spots. But also, by doing this, you learn what worked and what didn't work and what you need to do instead, right? This is a tablecloth that I had my granddaughter paint. So they had a lot of fun doing this. This is a really good one, I think. Very interesting. It almost looks like flowers. My thing keeps saying low battery, so it's either crazy or it's gonna die. Here, they're kind of nice designs. Anyway, and then this is what she made. This is the cloth I use for putting down, you know. And so now it's got new colors on it. That's pretty. I just think that's wonderful. It's becoming a heritage item because we remember doing this. Oops. We remember the day we did this and that. Hey, Mongo. Hey, I'm not alone, am I? You're here. You're right here, aren't you? You're a nice kitty. You're so trusting. You're still trusting. You're getting bigger. You're warming up my hand, you know. You're also cleaning the floor. Ho, 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 ho. I am not alone, am I? No. Am I one of those people that lets the cats walk on the counters while I cook? Me? Do I look like I would do such a thing? What do you think, Chumbles? You have moved. There can only be one reason for that, Mongo. Mongo took his time getting to know me. I still don't feel like I really know him very well. Every time I do this, I'm learning more. Oh, I know what he likes. I see. See, if they lick your hand, like they lick their paw, and then they clean themselves. So I have a wet hand now. And now when I do it, it's like mommy. You know, mommy is petting him or licking him all over because it's got drag to it. And you just had a bath. Feel nice and clean? Yes. That was fun. Oh, I went all the way down and up. I'm not going to do the dishes or laundry or sort out stuff. But look what was for lunch. And I made the most amazing thing. Today it's always Vietnamese. So there's rice, and then this was made with ground meat. And it has, I think that's cabbage, or no, it's bok choy. Yeah, a bok choy. And then she's got pork that's all done up like this. And she uses maple syrup in her at the end of cooking her meat when she's using like she's marinated it and then she cooks it. But this way is soup. So soup is, and usually there's rice and a meat and a soup. But this time, and see what's in the soup. You know, the other day she fed a soup that was dill, like big stems of dill. It wasn't big stems, it was dill as if it was cooked greens. And in Vietnam, that's how they use it. And so she uses fish sauce. And she also uses oyster sauce. Yeah, oyster flavored sauce. And also, squid fish sauce does not contain squid. So there's fish sauces. And I don't know if she said they're the same, just different brands. Anyway, this is amazing opportunity. I've been wanting to learn to cook. And so now I'm getting new ideas. And I told her I really need a lot of vegetables. So today she put in lots of vegetables. And see, she cooks the mushrooms. Very interesting. Very interesting to get to know how other people do things. Looks pretty gungy in the sink, you know. How are you doing, Chumbles? Oh, that's what you're coming over for. You're going to get a drink right out of the faucet? It was chicken soup. Poor cats. Oh, and there's also this. These are sliced sweet potatoes. Oh, here's where this goes. Well, I'll just leave that on there. That's better. See, she marinades it first. And she uses a lot of okay, I gotta go. Bye.